Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the DJ Roscoe Sports Show for this Wednesday, July 13th, 2016, coming to you live in the palatial Honda Sonata, not the Dallas house. Had a jet out of town, clean ladies cleaning up, so I'm here in Sweet Valley by the field to get my run in. It's where a lot of happy memories are, where I met my lovely wife Abby. I love you with all my heart. And if it's Wednesday, it must be the mayhem of sports talk right here on the DJ Roscoe Sports Show. Didn't want to miss our scheduled appointment, everyone. Got a lot to talk about, sports related. Last night was the Baseball All-Star Game. Very excited, 87th edition in San Diego, California. You have some free agency news in basketball, big-time retirement in basketball. So a few things we would like to talk about. First, I'd like to say I'm so excited that my wife is back home. She had a fun time on our trip with her two aunts in Mexico. So all I can say is, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Very excited. I was wagging my dog like a goofy little newborn puppy. I was so excited when I got to see her. I had missed her for a week. So very excited to give her a hug and kiss and welcome her back home. So everything's right with the world. And then we went to see Garth Brooks at Yankee Stadium on Saturday in New York. Craziness because it was a 3-hour rain delay. We never knew that was going to happen. At times, not the greatest communication at Yankee Stadium with telling us what to do, but we wore our ponchos. We got poured on. We sat there. We stayed in our seats, so we didn't want to deal with all the crazy drunk fans. So we survived that. Eventually, he came on at almost midnight. We left around 1:30, 1:40 in the morning. Didn't get back to our hotel until after 2. And so it was a very long day, but exciting stuff. Garth played some great music, Friends in Low Places, all that stuff. So we had a great time. Just had to sit through a very long rain delay, but it was a fun concert, Yankee Stadium nevertheless. We also got to see the Statue of Liberty. We got to go visit the World Trade Center Memorial, which was was a great sight to see. The pools there with all the names of the victims and everything like that. It was a very profound moment to check that out. And then also the next day, I got to take her to one of the neighborhoods I grew up in, Coney Island, where the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest happens every July 4th. Walked on the boardwalk by the beach, went to the amusement park, had some good pizza, so it was good stuff. Got our subway train action on, so all together we had a great time. So, as I said, I love my wife. It was great to have a fun time in New York City with her. We also want to quickly say our hearts go out to the victims of the horrible police shootings in Dallas, Texas. Just horrendous scene again. I just hope the violence could eventually come to an end. Just horrible stuff in the news, and we'd like to have some happier moments in life. So we only got one chance to live it. As Muhammad Ali said, what I said about a month ago when he passed away. Don't count the days, make the days count. So I hope all this sad news will come to an end real soon, because it was a horrible tragedy that happened. So I wanted to mention that. And tonight is the ESPY Awards on ABC, hosted by wrestler and actor star John Cena from 8 to 11. They give the Arthur Ashe Courage Award, which is always a big time thing. They're going to have a tribute to Muhammad Ali this year. And then if you want to check it out, the Jimmy Valvano, his speech from 1993 when he was dying of cancer. They raised money for cancer research for the ESPYs that are on tonight. And also 2 years ago when he won it, Stuart Scott, who was fallen ill to the horrible disease, he had a very heroic speech. It's on my Facebook wall. I definitely tell you should check it out. It's very powerful to keep fighting and never give up. So it's just very profound stuff. And if you can donate, it's for a great cause. So check out the ESPYs tonight. And like I said, let's hopefully this horrible disease can be eradicated down in the near future. Let's get into sports talk, everyone. First and foremost, the Baseball All-Star Game, Midsummer Classic. We had Rachel Platt, who sang Fight Song, and they had a very powerful Stand for Cancer thing where people held up their cards for people in their lives, friends or family who have had the illness. So that was very big, and they played This Is My Fight Song, a rallying cry, when that happened, and she also sang the national anthem. American League won for the 4th straight year in a row, 4-2 over the National League. Eric Hosmer, who was one of the World Series heroes for the Kansas City Royals last year when they beat the Mets, he won the All-Star Game MVP, gets a new truck, I think a Chevy truck. Mike Trout was going to go for his 3rd MVP in a row, but he had another hit again, 5th straight All-Star Game with a hit. Bryce Harper had a hit, but Eric Hosmer hit a solo home run to tie the game up after Chris Bryant of the Cubs hit a solo homer to begin the game off Chris Sale. After that, then they had his teammate. His teammate crushed a big home run, 2-run homer. The catcher Salvador Perez, and then he hit a RBI single rope past Chris Bryant to make it 4-1. They would hold on and win 4-2 over the National League. Corey Kluber of the Indians got the win on the mound. Zach Britton of the Orioles got the save. Johnny Cueto with his crazy long hair in the back like that, he got the loss. He pitched great throughout the season. He got the loss, gave him some runs by his former teammates of the Kansas City Royals, who roughed him up with a couple of home runs. So congratulations to Eric Hosmer winning the AL MVP. Great ambassador for the game. Yeah, lots of young stars. I think 27 players who were 26 or under in the All-Star game last year. Yeah, in the All-Star game this year. A lot of Chicago Cubs are having a great first half. We're in the All-Star game. Red Sox, I know a lot of fans who get to vote for the starters kind of stuffed the ballot box, but it was a great, fun game to watch. I had a real exciting time to always check that out. For the Yankees, Carlos Beltran got one at-bat. He flew out, got to play some outfield, so maybe his hamstrings are getting better. Andrew Miller struggled on the mound a little bit. He pitched two-thirds of an inning, had to be taken out to wrap up that inning late in the game. Delvin Betances was lights out in his inning, had shut down stuff, blasting 100-mile-per-hour fastballs and a nasty curveball and slider. So that was fun to watch. Mets, none of their Met players got in because Syndergaard was banged up. He couldn't play. Familia was going to be held on to be the closer. Bartolo Colon was the long man. But overall, basically, almost all the players got in. A lot of exciting stuff, big-time hits, some nice plays. And then the home run derby, Giancarlo Stanton, he led the way with 61 home runs, 20 in the final round to knock off defending champion Todd Frazier, now the Chicago White Sox. So congratulations to Giancarlo Stanton. We're in the home run derby. So exciting stuff in San Diego, California. Beautiful weather. Next year, he'll try to defend his home run derby title, and the All-Star game will be in his hometown of Miami, Florida, for at the Miami Marlins new stadium. So that'll be exciting stuff. So the All-Star game, fun experience. So now the second half gets underway. On Friday, the Yankees have a big-time showdown against their arch-rival, the Boston Red Sox, Friday night at Yankee Stadium, so that will be exciting. Plus, it was big-time. David Ortiz did his little curtain call, his final All-Star game. He's going to supposedly retire at the end of the season, though he's having a great first half, a great season. Some people don't believe he's going to finally call it quits, but he's having a great year. Hopefully, we'll go out on top with finishing out a great season. He hopes to win another World Series in Boston. So it was really cool, and he came out after the walk and he got to first base, took him out of the game, and they all cheered from all the all-star players. A lot of the young guys look up to him. So what a great ambassador to the game Big Papi Ortiz is. So we wanted to mention that. So all together, it was a great experience. So congratulations, Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Right now, the Cubs are still doing well, and they struggled down the stretch of the second half. The Texas Rangers are doing well. Nationals are still holding on against the Mets. Mets and Marlins, who are a solid young team. The Marlins right now have the two wild card spots, but still have a chance to get in that division over the Nationals. Be interesting to see if the Mets can stay healthy pitching wise and get enough offense. Plus, trading deadline's August 1st, so that will be a big catalyst to see who paves the way and does well. Pirates are only a few games over 500. They're still trying to get back into the playoffs. Yankees are 44-44. As bad as they are, they won 3 out of 4 against the first place Cleveland Indians in the AL Central. So they are 500 going in the second half. So who knows? They have a shutdown bullpen. We'll see if they're sellers or buyers come trading deadline. So hopefully they could do something, though I think they're going to be an inconsistent about 500 team this year. So a lot of exciting stuff. San Francisco Giants are doing great. Dodgers are playing pretty well in the NL West. So it'll be exciting to see who wins it all and what happens down the stretch as we get ready for a great postseason baseball before you know it, as we start the second half of baseball this Friday. All right, let's quickly talk about basketball. Dwayne Wade left the Miami Heat after 13 great seasons. Didn't like their 2-year, $40 million offer after he took a lot of pay cuts throughout the years to get LeBron James and Chris Bosh there, and they kept lowballing him in his mind. So after a great time in Miami, and he thanked the fans and everything they did for him, and supposedly Pat Riley, the president of basketball operations, didn't even contact him during the negotiations. Well, he decided to go back home to his hometown of Chicago, to play for the Chicago Bulls with Rajon Rondo and Jimmy Butler. Should be interesting if there's enough of the basketballs to go around with, as much as these guys like to shoot the ball and have control of the ball, but it could be an exciting young Bulls team that, hey, for a few years, they could be an interesting team, whether they contend or not, and be able to knock off LeBron and the Cavs in the East. Still a pretty solid team, along with the Knicks, who look like they got better in the East. So it should be interesting to watch. So Dwayne Wade, great run in Miami. Sad to see him go, but now he'll go play for Chicago. It'll be interesting to see how that all works out. And then Tim Duncan, after 19 great years, all with one team, San Antonio Spurs, has decided to retire. 5-time NBA champion, 2-time league MVP, Olympian champion, big-time player, first team defense, first team all-pro many times over, and it's sad to see him go. Great run with Coach Greg Popovich and Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. They won all those titles together. Won 2 of them down the stretch of David Robinson's career. And Spurs, they got lucky. They had one bad year when Robinson got hurt. He got drafted in 97, 98 draft, and they never had a bad season ever since. He had the best win percentage in those 19 years. So it's sad to see now Peyton Manning, Kobe Bryant, and now Tim Duncan have all left their games and have retired, but they're definitely going to be Hall of Famers in the very near future. So congratulations on a great run to the 40-year-old Tim Duncan. What a great career you had, and now enjoy retirement and whatever you do next, but congratulations. He did the right way. They call him the big fundamental. He was very quiet, humble star. Very rarely you would hear him talk or trash talk, but he would always get the job done, and he was so fundamentally sound out there. Unlike a lot of the stars today who get in trouble with the law, the Johnny Manziels of the world who go crazy, it's very great to see a guy who did it the right way for 2 decades, and no one really could say a bad thing about him, and he was just a great guy altogether. So a true champion. Even Greg Popovich, who doesn't usually like to talk to me, broke down, was emotional, saying there's only one Tim Duncan, and they were tied at the hip for so long. So congrats to a great career, and we'll greatly miss the great Tim Duncan, probably the best power forward in league history in the NBA. So congratulations on a great career, and happy retirement now. So that's the main news for basketball. And then we talked about all the stuff with baseball, All-Star Game related. Harrison Ford, happy birthday, 74 years young today. Indiana Jones and Han Solo. It's his birthday as well, and Tom Hanks turned 60 over the week. Everyone's getting older, and I'm about to turn 30 in a few months. But great stuff altogether. Mr. Robot premiere in Suits is the season premiere tonight on USA. Ghostbusters is coming out on Friday. We'll see. Who are you going to call? Hopefully it's a good, funny movie, and critics and fans will enjoy it. We'll see what happens. We'll check it out, and we'll talk to you next. Anything you want to talk about, hit us up, DJ Roscoe Sports Show. We'd love to hear from you. Be here, be square. Take two and come in the morning. It is not a tumor. We love you. And before we go, I just want to quickly sing a song to my lovely wife, because they know I have to. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. Love you, sugar. Hi, Callie, and thanks for keeping it locked to the DJ Roscoe Sports Show. For all your favorite sports talk, we'll be with you next Wednesday. Every Wednesday, it's your scheduled appointment for the madness, the mayhem of sports talk right here on the DJ Roscoe Sports Show. Have a great weekend, and take care, everyone.